Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. So today we'll be discussing about rental management in Odoo 14. So rental module is an application that can be used by any rental business. So with the emergence of large number of business firms including manufacturing industries, subcontracting groups and others, the dependence on rented machinery and instruments is increasing by day by day. So, managing a rental business can be a painless task if the entrepreneur is using an ERP solution to manage operations. So, use of ERP can help the business to manage rental orders, customers, rental invoices, pickup dates, and return dates in systematic manner. So, let's see how we can manage these operations using this module. So, for that, just search for rental in App Store and install it. So, you can find that module here, rental. So just open it, and when you open rental module, you can see the rental orders. So you can see for recorded, three orders are created, and you can see the total amount and the status of that rental order, whether it is confirmed or quotation like this. We can see, and we can see the late pickup date also it will be shown here. Then we can filter these rental orders based on quotation. That is, here we can see rental status and invoice status. So you can filter these orders based on these things. Then before creating a rental order, let's go and check the rental products. So here under products, you can find the products, meeting room, printer, projector. So these products can be rented, and you can see it is filtered by can be rented. And so you can create a new product. So just click create button and provide details like, okay, let me give the product name as chair. Then here we can set product type as storable, and we can set as can be sold, can be purchased. So it is already set as can be rented, and we can set some details like sales price for this product. Then here, okay, let me 1000. Then here we can set the rental details. So we have a mark as rented. So we can set rental pricing details like for 1 day. The rental price can set as 500, and we can, if we want to set as priceless specifically, we can set that also. Then in the same way, multiple rental pricing lines can be added, like for 1 week I can set as 3700. Okay, let it be 3000 itself. Then here it is also possible to set some extra price if extra hours taken or extra days taken. So I can set if extra hour 100 rupees will be taken, charged. Then for extra day 300. Then it is also possible to set a security time before orders, so that this product will not be available for this time. So that time that we have specified here. So I can provide for 3 hours this product will not be available before order. Okay, so after that, say the product. Okay, so you can see the chair is created. So you can just insert images also. Okay, so after that, let me come back to my orders and create a new rental order for this product. So add the product chair here. So you can see this rental. Okay, then you can see the unit price automatically shown as 1000, but we have to create a rental order. We are creating a rental order. So you can see a window here. But before that, we can see the quantity is not available. So let me go back to my product and just make an inventory adjustment to update the quantity. So here we can see on hand is 0. So I can create a purchase order also. So I'm just creating, uh, making an adjustment. Okay, I'm setting on hand quantity 50 and then save it. Okay, now we can see the window that shows a render product, the details related to rent, that is rendering the product. So here we can set the date. So Here we can set. So you can see for one day this product is taken for rent, and we can set the quantity. So one quantity. So you can see 50 units available. So I'm taking one quantity for rent, and you can see the unit price 500 is set. So this price we have set inside the products rental pricing section. So you can just add that. So you can see the unit price has changed now. And okay, so can also see the calendar here. Can edit dates if we want. So after that, you can confirm the rental order, and you can see now status is converted to confirm. So you can see that is added here for registered customer, and we can see the pickup date is shown in the overview. Here we can see the pickup date and time, and okay, so we can just click on pickup. So we can validate the pickup. Okay, now we can see status change. So that is this product is taken. You can see the badge here. It is picked up. Then it is possible to create an invoice for the rental orders from here. And register payment for it. So you can see it is in payment. So after reconciliation, that is when you reconcile this payment with the bank statements, it will be converted to paid. Okay. Now it is also possible to sign documents if you enable that option in your configuration settings. That is document signing documents. You can just sign documents from here. So you can see one invoice is created, and we can also see the customer preview if you want. Okay, now we can see it is the can see this change to picked up. So we can that is already this picked up. Then so it need to be returned. So can return it by just clicking on return. So you can validate the return of the product. So now we can see the product is returned back. So this way you can create rental orders and pick up the products and return back to place. Now let me come under orders, and here we can see option to manage customers. That is, you can create customers and change the configure or manage the customers from here. Then here we can see something under to do today, that is plannings. So you can see all the orders to pick up. So you can see all the orders that need to be picked up for today. Then we can see the orders to return back. Then here under schedule, so here it helps a user to schedule all rental business activities in a calendar format. So this will help the user to get a view of all the rental orders and transactions in proper order. The schedule for a day, month, week, or year can be viewed and managed. Okay, so you can see for this product, you can see the order details. So this can be viewed by day wise, week wise, month wise, year wise. And we can also filter this according to quotations, so confirm orders, my orders, and we can group it by sales team, salesperson, customer, then product category, serial number. If you have given serial number, then you can group it by order date, picked up date, and return date. So you have got a lot of grouping and filtering options in scheduling page. Then here we have seen that we can create products. Then we have return reporting section. So this is a rental analysis page, that is reporting of rental orders. So here we can see different measures like daily order quantity, daily return quantity, daily amount, count. So based on that, we can see the rental analysis. Then we can also filter this by quotations, orders, and group it by salesperson, product, serial number. Then we can compare this report with previous period or previous year. Then we can add this trend analysis to dashboard. We can also see option that is we can view this in, that is we have a pivot view. So you can insert this in spreadsheet, this rental analysis on spreadsheet. So that's all about managing rental orders in Odoo 40.
If you're interested in knowing more about this or looking for any Odoo implementation or customization in your business, drop your request to odoo@cybrosys.com.